Welcome back to the Neighbors Pod. As always, I'm Haley, and we're here with Janina and Julia.
Today, we're diving into the world of fashion. What's trendy, what's timeless, and what is straight up tragic.
But before we jump in, if you're watching us on YouTube right now, please pause and hit subscribe. 90% of you guys that watch our videos are not subscribed.
Trendy versus timeless, Stanley Cup.
I had that on the list too.
Well, I think cups in general have always been trendy, but because they're trendy all the time, does that make them timeless now?
I was going to say the opposite. I would argue that cups themselves are timeless, but different brands have their trendy moments. Because it went from like Yeti to Hydro Flask to now Stanley.
Even in the 2010s, like S'well. I remember having a S'well in middle school.
Now Owala is popping up.
Yeah.
Because I was almost going to be generic with it because of that, how there's been a rotation. But then when I was thinking timeless, have you ever heard people say in the 70s nobody drank water?
Yeah, I mean, even when we were kids, no one had water bottles with them.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's why I wonder.
I feel like it's overall trendy.
Yeah. It definitely is trendy.
Yeah.
I think it's practical though. So like I couldn't imagine my life without it anymore.
And trying to reduce plastic waste.
Yeah.
Like I think in the future people are going to keep having their own water bottle.
True.
And there's water bottle refills a lot in public, at least where we are.
But I feel like Stanley specifically is not timeless.
No.
They're just having a moment.
TBT to S'well.
I loved my S'well bottles.
I didn't
did
have a
love my
S'well.
S'well.
That was like my gift for the year. All my friends got a S'well from me.
Do you remember, this maybe was just a swim team thing? You might remember this. Those plastic water bottles, you got them at like Sports Authority or Dick's, and they had a lining of crunched up,
Yes.
metal look underneath it.
Uh-huh.
Because that had a moment too, and I remember I was like, Mom, I need it. Everyone has it, I need it.
And the Gatorade squeeze bottles had a moment.
Yep.
And those were horrible.
I loved those.
But they didn't stay warm.
No, they didn't do anything.
So again, do we argue that cups are timeless and the brands have their moments?
Yeah, but it's like, obviously a cup is going to be timeless.
Like a regular cup.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's trendy.
I think it's trendy too.
Okay. I'm going to say timeless, yeah.
Okay. Okay, trendy or timeless? Doc Martens.
Ooh.
Timeless.
I'm going to say timeless.
I was thinking timeless too.
That was in my list.
Really?
But I put generic, I said platform boots.
As trendy.
As timeless.
As
Interesting.
timeless.
A platform.
Okay, a platform maybe not, but then I started thinking the
I think
90s,
they're
like a leather
staple.
boot.
Yeah, because combat boots had a huge moment, but in the
Yeah.
2010s, we weren't wearing platforms.
Yeah, you're right.
It was trendy to be like flat, to just wear combat boots.
That's true.
I guess. But I think like that style of boot is timeless. It
Agreed.
deserves to be in your capsule wardrobe.
Agreed. And the quality of Doc Marten, like the real leather,
Yes.
the endurance.
Whether you get it as a platform or a flat boot, because I'm sure they have a combat boot.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
In terms of, you're talking about Doc Marten boot or just all Doc Martens in general?
Both. I think anything they offer is timeless because I feel like they don't go to, like, their product doesn't change based on the trend. Like, they just offer the same boot.
Yeah. Timeless.
Yeah, timeless.
Timeless.
Love Doc Martens. If you want to sponsor us.
Oh my god, imagine. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
That would be iconic. My first trendy or timeless is LED face mask.
I think they're very trendy. And I think they're going to flop very soon.
You think?
Oh,
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
You don't think they're here to stay?
I think, sure, the science is real, but you have to do it so consistently to see results, and the regular person is not doing that. So half of these people that are using them are not even seeing the benefits of them. They're just kind
For
of
how
tricking
much they're
themselves.
spending too.
Yeah. I
They're
think
expensive.
it's very trendy.
I would say that's trendy too.
And there's always been skincare fads, like, all the time.
Yeah.
So
I
I
would
think
say
this is just
trendy.
the newest one.
And the most expensive.
Literally.
Because even 5 years from now, it's probably not going to be talked about, maybe.
Or there's going to be a better way to get it done.
Yeah,
You
right?
know? Like, I feel like you can't say any technology is timeless.
That's kind of crazy.
True, because it's always getting better.
Yeah.
Like, imagine everyone's house lights could do that, or like have that effect, and everyone
Wow. Yeah,
I don't
you tell
know.
your bedroom to turn on red light therapy.
Yeah.
Then it just does it.
That's sick. Someone needs to do that.
Well, they're working on like blankets too for that kind of stuff, from what I hear.
Jeez.
Oh my God, for your body? Or just
Yeah.
put it like your head? Just
For your
suffocate
body.
myself. Trendy or timeless? Posting day vlogs.
Like daily vlogs?
Yeah, like somebody vlogging their day.
Timeless.
Trendy.
You think timeless?
I think it's trendy, but also I feel like it depends on where they're posting it.
Okay.
Like, okay, YouTube vloggers have existed for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're, sure, I guess, timeless in that sense of like how long social media's been around. But on TikTok, it's very trendy to post a vlog, and I feel like the ideal form of content is always changing. Like, what people want to see on TikTok is always changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I would argue that since it's been a staple on YouTube for all this time, that it is timeless.
Yeah.
Because it is just a go-to video and like a relatable way to feel like you're on FaceTime with someone. You know what I mean?
But it's very trendy to want to feel like you're on FaceTime.
Ooh.
No.
FaceTime didn't even exist forever.
But okay, so what were they vlogging about 20 years ago then? And how could it still stand the test of time?
That's
Okay,
what I'm
There's
saying.
something special about the essence of a vlog.
Yeah, agreed.
My thought going into it was how people would have home recordings. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, you're documenting this day with your family or this event. And obviously that was a long time ago. But then the idea of having in a short form maybe is
Mhm.
what's trendy to me.
I do think that it's a good thing that it's trending
Mm-hmm.
because for that reason you're going to have so many more memories to look back on, but I do think that it's not a forever thing in the terms of like the general public
Yeah.
or like vloggers long term.
Yeah. If we look into the future, we're probably going to say, oh my God, remember
Yeah,
when
like
we used to post.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I think people will continue to vlog their life, but they're going to be less inclined to continue to post it to strangers on the internet and maybe circle back to being like, okay, these are my memories of my life and I'm going to save it for myself.
So maybe separate like the private memories from the
Yeah.
public
Yeah,
and just be more like influencer facing up front.
I guess so. I think there's going to be a skew of interest towards being an influencer. I think a lot of people are going to shift away from that.
That's
to
an interesting take.
Have privacy.
Yeah.
Because if you follow me anywhere, I post vlogs all the time, but it's because it's trendy.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thanks.
I have one that goes with that.
Ooh.
Trendy versus timeless. Film photography and an interest in vintage anything, forms of media.
Okay.
What is it?
If you're like the peaked interest in film photography, camcorders, VHS tapes, is that trendy or timeless?
Okay. First take is that it's trendy, but I'm not mad about it. I don't
Same.
know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, for example, I was talking to my mom about this the other day because I was on the hunt to get a new record player, and she was like, back in 2009, my dad and my mom threw everything out because they're like, no one's going to want this. This is outdated technology. Who's holding on to this? We have CDs. We have Bluetooth now. You don't need this. But now
Exactly.
in the last 10 years, maybe 5 years, everyone's buying film cameras again. People are buying VHS tapes. Record players are huge.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree that it is trendy, but I wonder from this point on how long this is going to last and if that'll become something that's like held on to from the past.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting that you mentioned vinyls, because I was going to say that those are timeless.
Yeah, it seems like they would be timeless.
But they are very trendy right now. Like 10 years ago, most people weren't collecting vinyls in our age group.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that means it takes away from the fact that it's still timeless.
Yeah.
Although I would say that the VHSs are trendy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even who has a VHS player in the house. You're like the only person I know.
Yeah.
Maybe my mom in like the basement that she doesn't use.
There is a huge, I know the skate community specifically, like they're big on the VHS tapes. Like there's a lot of communities that are alive and well with tapes and old media usage, but I think it's trendy.
This is so
That's what I'm
interesting to
saying.
think about.
But except vinyls. I think vinyls are timeless.
You think those are the exception?
Yeah.
I think film photography is timeless.
I would say so.
There's something about the quality. Like, people study that. That's people's professions.
All the movies that still come out.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
So many new movies in 2025 are shot on film video cameras.
That's insane.
Yeah.
The
They
amount
look
of
so
work.
cool. Yeah.
Well, okay. So can I just say everything about it except the VHSs?
You hate the VHSs.
Yes.
That's fine. It's just a discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for the camcorders and whatnot, and but people do turn it into movies. But you see that as a movie or as a video on your phone, not as a VHS. So
I guess it's for the style of it. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, and how it comes out.
No, but I'm down for that. But that's where I disagree with the VHS, because I'm not using VHSs out here.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I do a little versus moment?
Sure.
Trendy versus timeless. 2010 fashion versus 70s fashion.
I mean, 2010s is obviously trendy, but I just feel like the decades before 2000, they couldn't be trendy because I feel like trending wasn't a thing then.
Or because it changed every 10 years made it trending. But maybe the word just wasn't attached to it yet.
Are you talking about 70s fashion being replicated today? Would it be perceived as timeless or trendy? What do you mean by that? You're just talking about that fashion in that moment.
That fashion, but in today's context. I guess.
Okay.
I feel like it was very basic. So in that sense, it would be timeless.
70s?
Yeah.
I
Less
could agree with that.
options.
True. Bootcut jeans.
But like some of the prints, maybe trendy. Or 70s decor. I don't know.
So, but I said fashion, not
Yeah.
decor. Because decor would be a lava lamp too.
Mm-hmm.
That low-key I'd say is trendy.
Yeah.
That's coming back.
That's why I find it crazy, because I
barely.
feel like all of the previous decades of fashion are kind of being recycled today anyway.
Yeah. That's why I say anything after the 2000s is it's unable to be unique. We haven't really come out with anything that's unique
Yeah.
since.
Or specifically, what people are going to look back at
Exactly.
the 2020s and say, what was popular?
Yeah.
So neither?
I feel like it's too broad.
Okay.
My initial reaction would say timeless, but I don't know how to compare them. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Because 2010s, I just associate. Well, it's even different because we were kids in 2010. So the clothes we were wearing were different from adult fashion,
Yeah.
too.
Fair. And our clothes definitely would have been trendy.
Yeah.
Versus 70s clothes being timeless.
I hope this isn't confusing. Trendy or timeless protein supplements.
Trendy.
Like powder?
Like the idea that, yeah, exactly. Protein powders, protein bars.
Definitely trendy.
Absolutely
trendy?
trendy, because I feel like the opposite effect of this was Weight Watchers in the 2010s. That was incredibly trendy.
Yeah.
And it was the opposite. Instead of bulking or getting muscle mass, you were just shredding pounds. But I think there's so many fitness things that are they have to be trendy because no one really keeps up with anything.
Yeah.
And when Biggest Loser was a big thing.
Yeah. It's insane how constantly, weight is always a part of society and advertisement.
Uh-huh.
There's never going to be a point, I think,
And
where...
once you achieve the expectation of one, then it's like, okay, new trend.
Yeah.
You're skinny, now we're getting muscles.
Yeah.
I would say trendy.
I would
And
agree.
that's very trendy, right now. I wonder if it was even trendy any time before this.
Yeah.
But also it's probably,
Throughout history?
the American diet has changed, so there's
Yeah.
a need for it now.
Yeah.
Because it's no secret that you need protein, whatever,
Right.
to build muscle, but the supplement part where there's, so many brands selling variations of ways to get it.
Okay. Trendy or timeless? Graphic t-shirts.
Timeless.
Timeless.
For sure.
I think timeless too.
That's funny.
Which is fun.
Yeah. Okay, so that reminds me of the 70s conversation. Because they were definitely graphic tees then.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah, graphic
Lots
tees.
of band ones.
So it's kind of a staple.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say my double here. Merch, trendy or timeless?
Timeless.
I don't know.
I'm literally in merch right now. I live in merch.
I might say trendy because artists go crazy. Like, that's a huge profit place for artists. Or did they do that in the past?
I don't know. Like, I'm sure, right?
Merch has always been a thing.
Yeah, but now online shopping, like, it's not just going to the concert and getting it. You can get it all year round.
Yeah. Like, before you could only get merch for Elvis if you went to see Elvis at Coachella or something.
Yeah.
Some crazy example like that. But now you could just go on Elvis.com and order sweatpants and a sweatshirt and socks and a tote bag and everything. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the merch community is trendy.
Oh my gosh.
I think collecting merch is trendy.
Okay, yeah.
But merch itself is timeless.
Okay.
And it's sad that collecting merch is even a trendy because I hate that people like compare themselves based on that.
Well, that's the thing. I'm wondering.
Like, some people think that if you have more to your collection, you're a bigger fan.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's sad. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Some
well, it might have been more exclusive at one point. Like, oh my god, you went to that concert.
Right.
Because you're wearing that versus now.
Now anyone could have it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point.
Oh my gosh. Merch is like, they make so much money off of that. But graphic tees. Timeless.
Graphic tees are timeless.
Yes. 1000%.
Mm-hmm.
Trendy versus timeless. Ballet flats. I think timeless.
I think they're timeless too.
I was going to say, okay, never mind. Wait. First reaction was trendy because they've been so popular. But at the same time, I can see it.
It's like a shoe that has literally stood the test of time.
Yeah.
Like, how could it not be timeless?
When did it first originate? Does anyone know? When they first started getting...
When did ballet flats originate?
Will that come up as, like, genuine ballet shoes?
1947.
Oh, that's later than I expected.
The ballet flat, it wasn't for ballet. It was just a functional shoe like to wear to work. This is a different...
What were ballet dancers using before?
They had their own shoes. This is just inspired by their shoes. And they're like, oh, let's make a fashionable shoe out of it.
Okay.
I feel like I was just having a brain fart.
But it has to be a well-made ballet flat.
Yeah, but if we're just talking about the general structure and look of a ballet flat, I still think it's timeless.
I still think timeless.
Yeah, like a flat slip-on shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they would be timeless.
I think so.
I think it's just so basic that it can't really be a trend.
Like, yeah, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. Ooh, it says in 1957, Audrey Hepburn wore ballet flats with cigarette pants and funny face, which raised a wave of popularity.
Interesting.
For the shoe.
Trendy or timeless? Linen clothing.
Timeless.
Like linen fabric?
People wearing linen, yeah.
Okay. Trendy.
I think it's timeless because of the quality of the fabric. Like, people wore linen back in the day because it would keep them dry and protected from the sun. Yeah. And I feel like it's just like a lot of people seek out linen when they're building their closet still because it's just the quality.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to deny that it's good quality, but I feel like it comes and it goes in fashion cycles. So that's why I would say trendy.
That's fair.
If you got your hands in a good piece, it would be timeless and last you a long time. Mm-hmm. It's not going to fall apart in your wardrobe. But maybe like what you get when it comes back in style, you're like, ooh, I don't know if I like this.
Because I'm imagining people in Europe during the summer, they've always worn linen.
Always. Mm-hmm. And I feel like any beach town, the surfers need linen.
Yeah.
Like, everyone there needs to live in linen. They have no other choice.
My 95-year-old neighbor, she's been rocking linen.
And I feel like, similar to the ballet flats, anything made in linen is likely to have such a basic figure and basic look that it's just
like a
staple.
button down or a slack.
Exactly.
Style.
It's just something that you just have and use. And that's why I think it's timeless.
But it came into my mind because the past couple years it was more popular in the stores near us, at least.
Definitely.
Compared to previous.
That's why I argue trendy.
I get it.
That's another thing where I'm like, okay, I have this and it will probably last me a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess we'll see how I feel in the future about it.
Yeah. Trendy or timeless? Flannels.
Timeless.
Timeless.
They're so good.
But again, there was a point in the 2010s where you were like, that's what my dad wears. And it was so not trendy to wear a flannel.
But
and then the American Apparel Rip Tights thing came in and everyone wanted to start being grungy.
Yeah. It's crazy how fashion changes like that.
Yeah.
I think flannels were always in that. Because flannel, first and foremost, is a material that's meant to keep you warm.
Agreed.
A lot of people associated it with just the plaid.
Mm-hmm.
I think the plaid specifically was trendy. But flannel itself, timeless.
So the same way you feel about linen, pretty much.
I guess,
But the fabric is the same.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like flannels were very trendy. But, like, now I have flannels in my closet and I don't want to wear them. So I wouldn't argue that they were timeless anymore.
I just got rid of a flannel shirt.
I think they had their moment. And they probably will continue to cycle in and out of trend. But I don't think they're timeless.
I think where we live, they are timeless. In the fall, they're perfect.
I guess. But, like, this fall, I didn't wear a single flannel. Because I didn't feel it matched what, like, the fashion at this year.
This is interesting.
In high school, flannels and me went hand in hand.
Yeah, there was.
But I feel like it's not trendy anymore.
Is it because of what we were doing in our life?
No, I think it was literally just the trends in fashion.
Yeah. I'm imagining leggings, combat boots,
and
a flannel shirt.
I mean,
Open with a tank top underneath
and
it.
My sister was wearing it, my mom was wearing it, and I was wearing it at that time in our lives. But I haven't seen anyone in a flannel in years.
I'm curious of how, like, the Midwest.
Oh, like the farmers?
Yeah.
That's probably
if that's
different.
still popular.
I feel like that's their uniform.
Yeah.
But
or even just regular people that live around there. If they still...
true. Because I was going to say in the term of trending fashion, I think it would be different. But maybe not there because, like, their way of life is so different.
Yeah. It's just functional.
Timeless.
Okay.
I'll stick with timeless, I think.
I'm going to go trendy.
Trendy or timeless matching sets?
Okay. In terms of athleisure, trendy. However, a matching suit. You know? Like a suit jacket and a skirt. A pencil skirt that matches. That's timeless.
Okay. Athleisure specifically, though.
Oh, okay. Then I'll say trendy.
Okay. I think athleisure as a whole is trendy.
Yeah.
So I feel like anything that falls into it would be trendy
by association.
Yeah. But in terms of matching sets, limited too, we were buying matching sets.
Yeah.
Like as a Gap, you're buying a matching set.
The concept of a matching set is timeless because it just looks effortless.
Because I'm picturing now, like the Free People, I guess would be the modern matching set. I think that's very trendy. Like they have literally a set section on their website, which I think stores didn't have 20 years ago.
I don't think so.
So I think they're very trendy.
Or are we creating a new catalog by demand?
I feel like that's
because they're that timeless.
I think COVID had comfy clothes coming back in.
Yeah.
And then they make it into a set so it looks a little bit more acceptable outside, maybe?
Yeah. No, I think it's trendy. I mean, I hope people bring back creativity in dressing. So I don't want them to be timeless.
I think so. Okay. So trendy.
Yeah.
Okay. Trendy or timeless? Themed outfits at concerts.
Timeless.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's trendy.
Do you remember the days? Throwback, what was it? The 2010s. If I go to an Ariana Grande concert, I'm wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
Regular clothes.
No, I was always dressing up for the concert.
But what were you wearing? Tell me what you would wear.
Like, I would dress like them.
No, I don't think that was as popular then.
Or, like, go in merch. I would literally be making my own One Direction shirts to go to the concert.
I was never...
Like... No, go. What
I was dressing up as Camila when I saw them as Fifth Harmony. Like,
No. But, like, think back to the 70s. For example, I've been watching the Bob Dylan movie every day of my life. Those girls are in their best dressed clothes so that he'll look at them. No one's dressing like... It was almost embarrassing to be like, I'm such a fan that I'm playing a character. They wanted to be themselves.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. I literally wrote the example. Sabrina Carpenter, the fans are coming in baby doll dresses, go-go boots.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, they're coming in bedazzled one pieces.
I think it's very trendy, and it's all performative because everyone's posting on social media. So before, no one cared.
Yeah.
You just went and enjoyed the show, but now it's all about taking pictures and, like, you just take pictures of the performer versus now you're taking pictures of yourself watching the performer.
Okay. And I
True.
know, but the thing is, I like the creativity of how people, not that creative because it is a replica,
Yeah.
but the variations of people making these costumes. But I do find it very interesting. I remember I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about how concert culture has changed so much with phones, because at one point, if you wanted to join like a niche community of some artist, like an underground artist or something like that, in order to be a part of it, you had to show up and interact with these people face to face. Whereas now it's like, oh, I'm a Harry Styles fan and I met this girl online who's a Harry Styles fan.
Yeah.
And like you can be similar and have similar conversations even though you don't actually see them in person, type of thing. I don't know.
And you're timeless. Thrifted clothing.
Timeless. Thrifting has always been a thing.
But it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
It was looked down
It was
upon
embarrassing to have
sometimes.
to wear something that your mom got you at the thrift store to middle school.
But it's always been a thing.
Agreed, but we're just saying if it's trendy or something that's like timelessly accepted.
So I think the fact that it stood the test of time, even though people got bullied for it, literally makes it timeless.
Well, I think it would
It's not about like Goodwill staying in business. It's like the act of going thrifting, I think, is trendy.
probably.
Oh, I think it's cool and trendy now, but the act of going thrifting is timeless because it's always been a thing.
Well, hand-me-downs will, I think, always be a thing.
Yeah.
But it's still timeless because it's always been done.
Yeah.
Whether or not the view of it changes.
But that's like you saying skinny jeans are timeless.
Yeah.
Would you?
I mean, just because I don't like them doesn't mean I wouldn't say that they're timeless.
Okay. Maybe I'm phrasing this wrong. I just think thrifting is very trendy right now.
I think it's very popular right now, but it's always been a part of our society / culture.
No, but I know
So
what you
because
mean.
of that, it should be classified as timeless. It's just like the cool thing to do right now, so it is
Right.
trendy.
That's what I think you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But it's always been around, so I think that makes it timeless.
But I feel like that's like saying grocery stores have always been around, so dieting is timeless. Like, I feel like it's too generic to say that just because people did it, it was timeless. We're talking about, like, the emotion attached to it.
I think
Well, I guess. Well, when you first say thrift shopping, I'm going to say yes, I think that's timeless.
I get it, yeah.
What do
I
you
would
think?
say trendy because I am literally remembering at a point where it was like, ew, you got that at a thrift store?
Yeah.
But I think going forward, it probably will continue to be accepted.
You know when it became trendy / acceptable then? When Macklemore did his song.
No, literally, that's a good point. Because before that song, people didn't go thrift shopping. Like, it wasn't a thing for, like, the pop culture to go thrift shopping. It was something you did if you needed to, or if you were some indie kid that was like, yeah, I'm ahead of the trend. So yeah, that's what I think.
That's funny. I forgot about that song. Even celebrities, that the amount of them that antique and have all these vintage clothes that are...
Because for a while it was in to have everything modern, clean, tech, and now it's kind of shifting back, I feel.
Yeah. That almost made my list, but I was like, I had a feeling that it would get discussed, yeah.
Trendy or timeless, statement nails. Whether it is like a matching set or like each nail from your set being its own statement nail. I think that is so trendy.
I guess I would say trendy. I would say trendy.
Yeah.
There's so, like, there's new nail inspiration like every single day. It's hard to keep up with it anymore.
Yeah, I feel like nails never really had as big of a focus in the zeitgeist until recently.
Had you said French, I would have said that's timeless.
Yeah.
But yeah. The bright colors on the nails, the prints.
I think it's very trendy.
Yeah. Nails for this, nails for that.
Trendy or timeless, over-the-ear headphones.
Timeless.
Timeless.
Okay.
They just give the best quality. They're so good.
I'm not arguing with that either, actually. I don't know. I think they have been more popular, though.
I was gonna. They're definitely they trend in and out, but I think overall they are timeless.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
they're so functional.
Yeah.
And I think from time to time there are major developments made for the in-ear headphones that make it fade out per se.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like you just put those over the ears back on and you're like, why did I ever stop?
Yeah.
I do like an over the
Agreed.
ear. But it's kind of crazy how Apple, like, seeing people with the Apple headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Air Max.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like my Beats personally.
I have a pair of Sony that I really like. But just in general, like,
Yeah.
seeing an over the ear and recognizing it.
Mm-hmm. That's a fun one.
Mhm.
Trendy or timeless snapback hats.
Timeless. Just because they've always been around. They've always been a thing. They're a staple.
Yeah.
I guess I'll say timeless.
Yeah. Because I was thinking of the OG Justin Bieber, the flat brim. So I feel like the brims of the hats are trendy, but overall a snapback hat, I guess, would be timeless.
I would say, yeah, a flat brim, trendy. A cap, like a baseball cap,
Baseball cap, timeless.
timeless.
I barely know enough about the trims, though, to be honest, to be able to recognize, like...
Yes, Janina, baseball cap is like the curve.
Like a Pringle.
Yeah, I be able to tell between the curve and the flat, but, like, if there's anything between that, I don't know.
Well, because like trucker hats are super trendy. They have the mesh for the back half of the hat.
I hate
And
those
the
Why
front
hats.
is
does that
claw.
make it a different classification?
Well, that's
See, like,
just like a trendy style.
Yeah.
see, for me, that's doing too much, though. Like,
So would you say the most generic of it is timeless, like a baseball cap?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, me too.
Trendy versus timeless, chunky sneakers.
Trendy.
Really? I think
Mhm.
timeless.
Give an example of a trendy sneaker.
Chunky sneaker.
Chunky.
Oh god. Like a Nike's jogger? Or like an Air Jordan?
Jordans aren't chunky. Those are slim.
Like a basketball shoe?
No, it's not slim like a Vans.
When you say chunky sneaker, I picture this, like a dad sneaker.
I
guess.
imagine even chunkier than that.
I think these are very trendy. The dad
Just
shoe,
like a chunky sneaker.
but like you're saying any running shoe is a chunky sneaker?
Yeah.
So running sneaker then.
I guess.
Because
but
chunky
also-
sneakers have their own like thing. Because they're
Oh.
in right now. Like the New Balance dad sneaker is a chunky sneaker. Which I think is very trendy.
Hmm.
Because no one wanted to wear a fat white sneaker 10
Oh my
years
gosh.
ago.
No way.
But
No.
now the dad look is in.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason it's trendy. But I don't think running shoes are timeless fashion wise.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what. I feel like sneakers are honestly always changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneakers are.
The only sneaker I'd say timeless is Converse.
Yeah.
Converse or Vans.
Yeah. Even Vans had a moment of trendiness though. Like the whole skater 90s thing trendy. Then like Heelys took over, so Vans went down. And now I feel like Vans came back in like the last 10 years.
I think that's just a personal preference if you like Vans or Converse, though.
But like a lot of Vans stores shut down in the 2000s.
Mm.
Because like they took out all the skating ramps because they used to be like the hangout spot and then they all closed.
Oh my gosh.
Well, was that because of the recession?
I don't know.
Haley, tell us.
I don't know.
Give us the tea. Why don't we know?
Trendy or timeless hair removal treatments.
Trendy.
What?
Hair removal treatments.
What do you mean?
I'm going as broad as like
Like laser hair removal?
laser, people
Nair.
getting waxes.
Oh, timeless.
Trendy.
I just saw a Vogue article and it was talking about how Gen Z is not bringing back hair, but like Gen Z compared to previous generations are accepting body hair and like
Mhm.
the amount of people that are shaving their legs, shaving their armpits, it's changing and kind
Which-
of like going back to the previous.
free
I
for
think-
all type thing. That's why I think it's very trendy because before Nair commercials were all you saw and the whole thing was to be as smooth as possible.
Mhm.
Then it was like looked down upon if you had armpit hair.
Yeah.
God forbid.
It still is some people still.
Some people, yeah.
But it is definitely
But
more
there are
accepted.
literally people on the runway, women with armpit hair. So I think that hair removal is trendy.
Yeah.
I think hair removal has literally stood the test of time, which is why I would argue that it's timeless. I would say it's more trendy to just be hair, like pro hair / hair accepting.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to like necessarily go away. We should just be less force people to shave.
Yeah. That's a tricky one.
I think hair removal, timeless.
Timeless?
I think trendy.
I guess I'd say it's trendy in the way that
it's always changing.
Adjusts through the years.
Yeah. Okay. Trendy or timeless celebrity brands.
Trendy.
Trendy.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're just trying to look for another way to get their money.
Yeah. I was trying to think if there's people back then that had a celebrity brand, and I'm sure they did, but
maybe in a more low-key way.
I think in a more earnest way. Maybe they were just genuinely interested in it.
And more involved.
Yeah.
A lot of these feel like cash grabs.
Like how many skincare and makeup brands from singers, random people.
Every actor doesn't need a skincare brand.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
And sorry, this one's really controversial. Hailey Bieber did not have to come out with the skincare line. I hear amazing things about it, but like, I didn't know her for doing skincare like that. To me,
well, she was known for having clear skin.
Yeah, she was known for like being beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that means you have to launch a brand around that.
Yeah, but like again, Harry Styles' nail polish.
I say the same thing about his brand. Yeah. I feel extreme disconnect from his brand.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to do that. That feels like a cash grab. And oh my god, when we were out getting coffee, I was literally saying how expensive so many of the items on his website are.
Yeah.
I'm literally his Target fan. I love that man. I'm obsessed. I cannot afford the things that I like the most on his website. And that's sad. Okay. This one's not fashion related at all, and it's going to be another versus. Trendy versus timeless. Digital planners / calendars versus physical planners / calendars.
Digital is super trendy. Like, offices always had paper planners. Schools always give out paper agendas.
And like the little pocket planners.
Yeah.
Or like the little like full-size desk one. Like,
I was just wondering if high schools still give out paper planners.
I think
they do.
You think?
I know elementary schools still do.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Because they use their computer. Everyone's supplied. Well, not everyone, but a lot of schools are supplied Chromebooks, iPads, whatever.
Well, I guess if they're doing that, they're giving you like a Gmail essentially too.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use that as a planner. Like,
yeah,
you'll have calendar and whatnot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
but then they're giving it to you digitally. So again, digital versus physical. Which one's trendy? Which one's timeless?
I feel like digital is trendy for the sake of a lot of people just aren't ready to commit to changing to digital. So it's just easy and they know how to do it on paper already. Mm-hmm. So it's just going to stay like that for the most part.
I feel like digital will be here to stay, but for now it has to be classified as trendy because it's so convenient to just have it there and it's so nice and quick to change. Mm-hmm. Whereas like your physical, if you write it in pen, you have to cross it out and then it's all messed up and that drives me nuts. Mm-hmm. Or like you have to white it out and that just doesn't look as clean.
Well, in the same breath, do you think ebooks are trendy?
Ooh, no. Hard no.
Interesting.
I can't use an ebook to save my life. Audiobooks? Timeless.
Really?
Ebook? Can't.
I think audiobooks are trendy.
I would put audiobooks and ebooks together as trendy only because
I started reading with audiobooks on tape when I was a little kid from the library. I would like just be playing in my room, like listening. Well, that's true because I had along.
The Leapfrog that you would pick the pen up and it drag it across the words and it would read. But I guess I don't consider that as an audiobook, even though it literally is. I still think it's trendy because we were just so excited to use the technology.
Okay.
Well, mine was like a little cassette player.
Back to your calendar, this just crossed my mind. At my one job, they're still super outdated in the fact that they use paper everything.
Oh my god.
And the charting, I guess. No, most of the patient charts are paper.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
They're trying to move more electronic, but it's
my
still...
chart?
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Back in high school, I had a teacher, and she was talking about Google, even the Apple Calendar on your phone, you can add stuff to it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm not doing that. Like, that's too much work to even put it on there. She was like, it's so convenient, it alerts you, this and that. And now I do everything
rely
on there.
on my Apple Calendar.
Yeah.
If I have like something major, I definitely put it in my Apple Calendar.
Mm-hmm. This was so fun.
I like this too.
This was different.
I think we're going to have another episode of this, so comment down below or write into our anonymous submission form if you have anything that you think would be good to chat about in this kind of topic.
Oh, yeah.
Let's put this on our Instagram story next time we want to talk about it and get write-ins like that too.
That's good.
So follow us on Instagram if you're not doing that already. It is @theneighbors.pod, TikTok @theneighborspod, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Yes.
Because 90% of you watching aren't even subscribed. So it's The Neighbors Pod, in case you were wondering. We'll be waiting for you. Okay?
Thanks for listening. We'll
See you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, neighbor.
We'll actually see you on Sunday for our bonus episode.
Yes.
Oh.
So we'll see you on Sunday morning. Bye, neighbor.
Bye, neighbor.
Bye.